Hello you guys, thank you so much for clicking on today's video. In today's video, we just did a video going over my 2025, I almost said bingo board, vision board. So now we are going to be going over my 2026 vision board and just kind of talking about it, going through it. You guys know I love doing these videos. It holds me accountable, but also maybe can give you guys some ideas for your vision boards and stuff like that. I want to start off by saying thank you guys so much for all of the love and support on my last video. It was so nice to see like the comments and stuff of people just being like, we're so happy you're back and stuff, and I just like really appreciate that. And like I said, I really appreciate those of you who have stuck around and are still subscribing and stuff even though I was away for a little bit. This really is something that I'm passionate about, so I'm excited to dive into it more. And now, like I said, this camera is motivating me so much and I'm just super excited. That being said, I will have my other socials linked down below. Feel free to follow me on there as well. I'm trying to be much more active on TikTok and really show like my personality on there and stuff, so hopefully you guys enjoy that. And if there are other videos you guys want to see from me, I want to do a lot of like vlogs and you know, stuff like that, but if there's other things you guys want to see from me, please comment those down below. But once again, I'm going to move over a little bit. Yes, once again, I am sitting on the floor because I just love a floor moment for a video. I just think it's very authentic to me. But I'm going to put my 2026 vision board right here-ish, and I'm going to have it here and be looking at it so that we can just kind of go through it and talk about it. And talk about what 2026 might look like, because I'm very excited, and I tried to keep my vision board very just true to me and like genuinely the things that I wanted to do and accomplish and try. And Aspen's busting in the door right now. Okay, so okay, now Aspen is joining us for the rest of the video now. So if you hear noises and stuff, that is this crazy lady, and she just shook the whole camera. Okay, I am back. We had to take an intermission. Aspen needed a drink of water, so we just went and got a drink of water, and now she is busy with her other little chew thing that she has. So if you hear that in the background, life as a dog mom, you know? If you know, you know. Okay, again, vision board will be right here. I'm gonna just start going through it and we're just gonna chat about it. So top left, and then we'll kind of go down and around. I try to talk you guys through it a little bit. All right, so starting in the top left is just like a setup of jewelry, perfume, stuff like that. Again, this was why I was laughing in my 2025 video, because I want to still find my style. As much as I feel like I tried to expand and try new things last year, this year I really want to like hone in on what exactly fits me and like the things I enjoy that might not be like a trend or something, like just something that fits me. It doesn't even have to be something that everybody loves or is quote unquote popular. Like I feel like everybody has such a unique style and it's in you. You just have to like really find it and then like embrace it. Underneath that is like a Pilates studio. I have been absolutely loving my Pilates workout classes, and so just doing more of that this year, it's something that makes me happy. I feel like that's the first workout I've ever found that I'm like don't hate and don't dread going. Like I actually love it. I love the place that I go to, so I just definitely want to do more of that this year as well. Underneath that is a beach with paw prints in it. Again, it is so important to me that Aspen sees a beach, because the beach is genuinely my happy space, aside from with her. Sorry that you hear her chew, but aside from with her, the beach is my second like literal saving grace, and I want her to experience that. And I think that like waves, like if we go to an ocean beach, I feel like the waves at first would like freak her out, but then she would love it. Like she loves sand, she loves, like, I don't know, I just think she would love it, so I definitely want to take her there. Right next to that is just cooking. I just want to get back into cooking a little bit. Last year I feel like I fell off of it, and I just really, I'm hoping this year is the year that I'm moving out. As I kind of touched on in my last video, I've been house hunting for a little while now. Just everything, one, prices have been so expensive. The market around here is just not great right now, and it wasn't last year when we were looking. We almost went through with like one house, and then it just ended up falling through. So it's just been tough, and like I feel like that's something that people don't talk about a ton. Like people always say house hunting is like horrible, and I've heard that, but like man, it's brutal out here. So we're still looking, and things just really tough, and I'm not willing to like settle really either right now. I really want to find like a place that I would enjoy being at and stuff. So still looking, but that's kind of full circle why I want to like make sure I'm cooking more and stuff like that, because obviously when I do live on my own, it's going to be just up to me to cook, whereas right now, like, I live in a household where there's a bunch of people and people chip in and cook, and my mom cooks a lot and stuff. So it's just, you know, something that I want to hone in on my skills a little bit more. Underneath that is just like a social media girl, and marketing has been so fun for me for this last year. I feel like I've learned a ton to hone in on my marketing skills that are really something that I enjoy. I feel like there's all different aspects of marketing in general, but there are things that like different people are better in or have strengths in versus weaknesses. I think everybody has strengths and weaknesses and things, and like I really just want to figure out within marketing where is my niche and where is my specialty specifically. So I'm hoping to be able to do that. Next to it is like a work outfit, and it's just like so cute, and that's what I want to try to do more of. Also just like dressing up on the day-to-day as well, like even if I'm not necessarily going out to dinner or something, if I'm like running to a store, I could like be put together a little bit more. As I literally went out today in this, like, I've been living in sweatsets, and I went out today in this sweatset. So as I'm saying this, I literally haven't done it yet. So to that is a vlog camera. So you guys are on my vision board for this year, and it is important to me to like vlog and stuff, even for me to look back on. It's so fun that I have this like archive of my life, and I know I took a break like a lot of last year, which was bad. I wish I like kept up on it and stuff, but I told you guys things got hard, but like it's just so cool to be able to do this and to edit it and have it forever then. And I'm so glad that you guys enjoy these videos, and so I just want to be more creative on here as well, and that's why I'm like, if there's things you guys want to see, please let me know. I really apologize for her chewing, but like if you guys have had a puppy before, you know that dogs don't, first of all, don't actually, she's still a puppy. She's 1.5, but she is still a puppy. Dogs don't actually officially become adult until like 2, sometimes 3 years old. So she's still a puppy, and that's where like, sorry, the dog trainer is coming out in me, but that's where people often get conflicted, because they're like, well, my dog is over 1 now, so they should be better at this, and this. She's still a puppy, and so anything that will keep her occupied so we can do this, I will take. So she's chewing. I just apologize if there's noise in the background, but this is my life. So above that is a girl hiking, and I'm pretty sure this was the exact picture that was on my 2025 board, so it's just so funny. And as much as I did get out so much more last year, especially since getting a dog, I want to try new like hikes and stuff. Like I actually have found a love for hiking. Now this doesn't mean I'm like going on all the high peaks or anything, like I'm not a hiker, but like I like getting out there and going on like a hike that I enjoy is relatively flat. So I don't know if that's even hiking or just like walking, but I want to do more of that. And maybe some like hikes, maybe like, you know, just not the like really hard ones. Above that, I just have money and like a newspaper that says investing. I want to find ways to be better with my money and also make money. I feel like one of the things that I feel like has come up a lot in my friendships and relationships and stuff like that is just how hard it is right now, one, to like live on your own when you are in your 20s, like financially, physically dependent, like depending on other people, like, you know, just in general. And a huge part of that is money. It's like so hard, and even I've been talking to like adults about it and stuff too, and it's just like the circumstances have been so different from like what even my parents grew up with, and how like getting a house back then was so much easier than it is now, and just the changes in that. So I just want to figure out ways to be better with my money, and like how I can, you know, take my skills and make them profitable, or whatever you want to call it. Start new businesses. You know, you guys know I love a business. So to that is a house. Obviously, I told you that's one of my huge goals for this year, is to move out. I really do want to move into a house. I feel so guilty having Aspen and taking her from a house that we're in right now and moving her into like an apartment or something. And I know people do it all the time, and it's not the end of the world. And as long as she's with me, she'll be happy. Like right now, as long as she's sitting in here with me, even though she's chewing on something, she's happy. That's all that counts. I just really know that like fitting my lifestyle the best is going to be a house, and even if it's a teeny tiny little shack, that would work for me. So that's like a big goal of mine this year. Underneath that is just somebody like taking pictures of like coffees and stuff. As much as I want to be really present in the moments that I'm in, I want to also like capture things because that's something I like to do, but I feel like I don't do enough and then I regret not doing. Does that make sense? Like I love taking pictures of things and I love like putting them on my story and stuff like that, and then I feel like recently I've gone out with like friends and stuff and I'm like, oh, I wish I got a picture of this meal that we ate, like even just for memory purposes. We have like cameras and stuff at our disposal all the time on our phones and stuff, so I just want to use mine a little bit more, like use my creative freedom a little bit better. Next to that is a journal and a girl with her coffee. I do want to get much better at journaling. So far I have not done any journaling this year, so just like as a heads up. First of all, I want to find like a really cutesy, nice like leather journal, and I don't want to have rules with it. I think that's usually my thing, is I'm always like, oh, I want to sit down every night and like write in it. I want to just like doodle and vent and like have just a place of thoughts and not have like, oh, it needs to be like dear diary, like it can be like in the moment, if I'm feeling this, I can doodle it, or I can, you know, write a word and then doodle or whatever. So I just want to, one, make more time for that. I also think that kind of coincides with like me just making time for me and myself, so I definitely just like want to do more of that as well. Right next to that is a girl dog training. I feel like that one speaks for itself, but training not only for Aspen, but my business and stuff, just kind of, that goes hand in hand a little bit. Next to that then is, we're going across the top right now. That wasn't even intentional, but I think it just helps me. We'll go all the way around and then we'll do the word in the middle. All the way on the top right, it is like a picture frame with a quote, and it says, reminder, everything comes to you at the right time. That's something I always put pressure on, is like, to me, something might feel like it's the right time for me to get a house. Like before, when we almost went through with that other house, I was like so sure about it, but like something that's meant for you won't pass you, and I really do believe in that, and I just want to be more cognizant of that. And it's so easy to get upset and down when like something doesn't work out the way that you planned or thought it would, but like maybe that's a blessing in disguise. Like maybe I would have moved into that house and been so miserable, or, you know, in hindsight you can always see why things probably didn't work out the way that they did. And I did find out some things like after the house fell through that I was like, oh, okay, like makes sense. Like I'm glad it actually didn't work out, but you know, in the moment it's so easy to be like, what, like it didn't work out and now I'm behind or whatever. So I just want to like be more intentional about thinking that, and it's definitely a hard thing. Like I'm not saying these are changes I'm gonna make overnight because it's 2026. Like that's why it's on a vision board to me. Underneath that is books and wine. Just, you know, I kind of like took this as like taking time for myself. I love reading, especially when it's a good book, and I never have time to read anymore. So just making that more intentional, and wine nights with my friends are my favorite things. I would much rather do that than like go out or something. So this was just kind of like, again, like focusing on things for me that I love. This year is gonna be like the year of me. I don't want to worry about what other people think. I want to do things that I want to do, not what is popular or trending or what other people want to do. What I want to do and what makes me happy. And some of that means I have to figure out what makes me happy as well. Underneath that is just water, pouring into a glass. I just need to drink more water, so that's what that one's for. I really do need to drink more water. I had like an episode the other day, and I think it was because I was so dehydrated and I just like did not feel good, and I was like, something's wrong and whatever. I drank like a electrolyte water or whatever and felt so much better. And it's just crazy how much like your body needs enough water, and I never drink enough water. So if anyone has any tips for that, let me know. Underneath that is just like a decorated living room, and this kind of goes with hoping that I get my own house, place, whatever you want to call it. Just being able to hone in on what makes me happy and making it cozy and decorating it how I want to decorate it. That's just what that means. And even if I don't move out, just like taking my room and making it like my sanctuary, because right now I feel like it's just a collection of my stuff, when really it can be a little bit more intentional in what I'm putting in here. Kind of in the middle there now is a camera. In the middle all the way to the right now there's a camera. I actually really like photography, and I don't have a camera myself besides this one now. But I don't have like a big professional camera, but in my marketing job we do a lot of photography stuff, and I realize how much I like it, and I really want to get like a bigger camera for like photos and stuff this year to hone in on my photography skills a little bit more. We had like a photography training the other day, and I like really liked it, and I love playing around with a camera and editing and stuff like that. So I thought that could be really cool, and also just a way to like be more active on Instagram and stuff like that too, just like having those pictures to post. And as you guys can tell from all my social channels, I love taking pictures of Aspen. So anyway, I can do that more and do it more professionally, I will do. So I want to do that as well this year. Next to that is a book, and it says self-love is the highest frequency that attracts everything you desire. And I just, like I said before, I really want to focus on what makes me happy and truly being happy with my life, doing things that I love, being places that I love with the people that I love, and figuring out how to love myself more, because I definitely think that's something that I need to work on a little bit, is like self-love and self-worth, and really figuring out how I can be the best version of myself for myself, not necessarily for anyone else. Brief intermission because Aspen needed to be put on the bed, and hold on, let me show you my POV because this is the cutest thing ever. I'm gonna insert that image on top of this because that was really cute. But yeah, so just going into the self-love stuff, I really just want to figure out how to love myself better. I think that that's something that I've struggled with a lot within the past year, and it's something that I want to work on. I want to be happy where I'm at and who I surround myself with and stuff. And so I think that takes some work sometimes, and sometimes it's just as simple as a mindset shift that I just don't really know how to do yet. That more to like the right-ish is like a farm. That's what that picture represents, and it's because I really want to farm really bad, or just to like bring out the farm side of me a little bit more. I definitely have it within me. I just like don't really get to show it often or practice it. Like it's definitely a big goal of mine in the future is to have a farm. I don't know if you guys watch Tabitha. I'm not sure how to say her last name, but she has a TikTok, and she just got a farm, and it's called Tab's Farm, and her videos are like exactly what I want out of life, like a cute farm, and like I just love her too. So I'll have her linked down below if you guys want to check out like her farm. I'll link one of her farm videos, because like that is like my dream. And so just any steps that I can take towards that dream, I will take. Like me trying to find a house, if it was on a little farm or on a little bit of land, that would be my dream, so that I can put a donkey and some chickens and some, you know, maybe find a farm man. That would be great, because that is literally my dream. To the left of that is a quote, and it says, "You'll never feel ready. Ready isn't a feeling, it's a decision." Every time I read that, like it actually hits me, because I always get stuck in this, like when a huge decision or whatever needs to be made, I get decision paralysis to the max, and I'm like, I can't, because what if it's the wrong decision, and what if I'm not ready, what if this isn't the right time, what, like you're never gonna feel fully ready. This is saying like ready isn't a feeling, it's a decision. Let that sit for a minute, because that I feel like changes perspective for me on a lot of things. Like I don't feel like you're ever going to feel 100% ready, especially for like big decisions and changes, which is what I'm going through right now. Being in like your 20s and your 30s, I feel like you go through a lot of changes, and you're never necessarily going to be ready for them. You just have to like take the leap of faith. And so that's something I want to remember this year. To the left of that, another cutie girl in an outfit, and I just really want to figure out my style. So if anyone has like clothing brand recommendations or anything like that, that's like somewhat affordable, because that's something I've run into too. Like paying for one shirt has cost me like weeks, months worth of work. I mean, obviously I'm exaggerating a little bit, but like I want to like find higher quality pieces without like breaking the bank. That's like also important to me because I'd rather put my money towards other things like my dog and stuff, but obviously I want to upgrade my style and make myself feel good when I leave the house. Whereas right now I'm just like leggings and a sweatshirt and like blah. But like when I do try with myself a little bit, I feel a lot better about myself. And maybe I'm just like saying things that don't actually make sense or anything, but I just want to, you know, you make your year however you want it, and you can set your vision board however you want it to be. And like these are kind of the things that I'm thinking about when I'm going through mine. Like I said in my last video, every year we choose like a word to be our word of the year, and something that we try to come back to a lot. I had a hard time figuring out my word this year. Last year, I feel like it was like meaningfulness or something. What was it? I don't know. Go watch the last video if you want to see exactly what it was. But this year I had a hard time because I was like, I really want to do things for me, but I don't want to be like selfish. I want to, you know, selflessly do things for me, but also worry about other people and like, but not in the way of like what they think. So I had like a very hard time figuring out my word. I asked ChatGPT to help me out with a word. I said, this is everything I want my year to look like. Help me figure out a word. And we came up with discernment as my word. So I mean it more in the way of knowing what's yours to carry and what isn't. And again, this kind of goes along with the doing things for me and also not worrying about what other people think. And so reading you guys a quick Google definition, discernment is the ability to perceive, understand, and judge situations, people, or ideas clearly, making sound decisions by seeing beyond the obvious through insight, wisdom, and keen perception. So that's what I want to take through this year. I really want to not be so focused on what other people say or what other people think and stuff like that, and just do what's right for me. That's basically what I meant in what I want to carry through this year. Was my 2026 vision board. I'm so excited for next year so we can go through it and see what was quote unquote accomplished and what I take through the year with me and maybe what doesn't serve me for this year. It's so funny that you can think in the beginning of the year these are the things you want to focus on, and then maybe they don't serve you throughout the year, so you don't end up taking them with you. But it's just so fun to see. I think it's super important just for like to hold myself accountable and stuff. So I love vision boards. I hope you guys got to do one. If you did, let me know if you pick a word or what you kind of do with your vision board. I'm so interested to hear. Thank you guys so much for those of you who have stuck through this whole video. Again, it's mostly just us kind of going through the vision board and talking about it, but maybe it can give you some inspiration for your vision board or how you want to go through the rest of the year. I really hope you guys have a great year, and hopefully we can spend some more time together, make some more videos. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.